Hey everyone, today we have a game of Total War Warhammer 3 Domination. It's going to be Skaven, led by Thrat the Unclean, with a bunch of clan rats, some Skaven slave slingers, the Thing, Hell Pit Abomination, one of my favorite units, a Eshin sorcerer with a couple of spells, and the dreaded avalanche mortars, the greatest war crime they've ever added to this game. On the other side, we're going to have Tsarina Katerin floating around on her little ice. We've got some armored Kossars with great weapons in the back, some Kislevite warriors along the edges. Looks like oh yes, we can see them. Some armored Kossars going through the woods, and a big old winged lancer formation with some horse archers and some light war sleds. So, I'm going to go ahead and take the middle and the secondary point. I'm not sure. Oh, he just started getting points before me. That makes sense. Because he's got such fast units. Always very nice to get that initial lead. So we're going to have most of the Regiment of Renowned weapon teams. I have a Warp Grinder in reserve that we're going to move over here in case they try and run by. I can block them down, and then the Rattling Gunners, the Teeth Breakers, the ROR, will be very good at that, just shooting anyone they can. Looks like Kislev's trying to build up for a little bit, get a bit of a surround over here in the forest, and as well as sending these Kossars through the woods to try and get a back cap. So we'll go forward a little bit, let everyone posture a bit more. And now I have my Teeth Breakers here to stop this flank. And they could just try and charge through, but like I said, these Warp Grinders would lock them in place. So I'm just getting more points, holding my position. The Rattling Gunners finally lighten up whatever they can see. These things do insane amounts of damage. Just chugging through that stuff. Very nice. We're gonna go back around the lake. I tried to shoot them with the avalanche mortars, but they're a little late, so we only get this one explosion. Still solid damage with just the one shot. More posturing. And now the field of Kossars are finally going to start coming out from the woods. Avalanche mortars will, of course, obliterate any infantry units, so we're just going to send that over there. And then I got a little greedy and wanted to send Thrat after Katarina. This was probably good, just the one hit, if I had run away then. But get caught by some winged lancers here. She's going to summon in her Snow Leopard. And that's not going to be a great fight for Thrat all alone out there. So we are going to summon in our own Rat Ogres and use them as a cover to start running away. Meanwhile, the mortars over here have been messing up the armored Kossars. We call in some Warp Lightning Cannons for extra artillery support. Not very good against infantry, but quite good against large targets. Somehow they don't even seem to be doing anything to these infantry. Oh, there you go, direct hit on one guy. And looks like he's shut down the avalanche mortars with some winged lancers. Gonna get pushed away by the thing, but it means that our Skaven slaves and clan rats over here are taking a beating in the meantime from the guns. Snow Leopard maneuvering around to get more time on the Dreadquake mortars. Teeth Breakers finding an angle to just light up some winged lancers. Kislev's looking a little bit on the back foot here. The avalanche mortars are still just raining down. We're starting to secure the center over by them. It's just this one snow leopard. Even if they do push through over here, they're going to have to push straight into the teeth breakers. The teeth breakers, of course, still just lighting everything up that they can. Generally, guns have very bad accuracy at their maximum range, but you're just shooting so many bullets that eventually something will hit with rattling guns. Honestly, if Throt wasn't, Throt's taken up a bunch of the space here. He's got to get out of the way. So it looks like they've taken the home base from me. We're going to call in some rat ogres to try and fix that. Kislev is pushing through on this flank pretty hard. So the teeth breakers are going to retreat. They got a little sucked into the melee there, but that's not where you want to be. Clan rats getting hit by magic, as well as some more clan rats. We retarget the warp lightning cannons onto the cavalry, do a little bit better job. Snow leopards finally getting cornered over here. The thing is fighting all of the Kislevite armored warriors in the trees. A horrific battle to be a part of. But Throt's come back. He still has a decent amount of health. He's getting shot by my own warp lightning cannons, which is not amazing. But the teeth breakers still just have a position where they can fire down the line, so doing plenty of damage there at a cool 1500 value. The mortar restocked and shooting into where the Eshin sorcerer has black holed everyone together. It's a great combo because then they're all in one spot for the splash damage, though it seems the spell by itself is really messing them up quite a bit. A horrifying spell to look at. And finally, Gotrek coming in. We try and target fire Gotrek, but he's well hidden in the trees, and so the warp lightning cannons can't quite get him. Instead, of course, Skaven weaponry will only be killing the Skaven around Gotrek. That is simply part of his plot armor. But he's going to be going to town on all of these clan rats. Meanwhile, calling in the Doom Flayer ROR to clear out some infantry. Looks like this side has been fully held by the Teeth Breakers, just shooting the whole time. A couple of clan rats in the way, but we've got some winged lancers in our back line trying to shut down the avalanche mortars. They are still raining hell on these armored Khazars. The Eshin sorcerer going to distract the winged lancers along with some wolf rats. Let some rat ogres come in from the reverse charge. And now we're going to send the thing against Gotrek. Surely Gotrek cannot withstand all of these rats and the thing. That would be absurd. But he is an anti-large specialist, and even though the thing is a terror to behold, we'll have to see. Getting some shots in from the armored Khazars into the side of the thing. Very large box to hit. Warp lightning cannons still just laying into the winged lancers as some rat ogres come in from the side charge. Gotrek's just tanking everything that this thing has to throw at him. Oh, finally some good damage there. But just no backup anymore, so now it's a straight 1v1. Oh, we get the Teeth Breakers to get some good shots in on the side of Gotrek. Finally a 2v1 with two of my strongest units. We've got some clan rat spears and some rat ogres getting up onto the Zargard and the little Grom in the back. Trying to get a little bit of a back cab here with some Skaven slaves and rat wolves. And pulling in a whole bunch of Skaven slaves just to have capture power on the points. Godric still dueling the Hell Pit Abomination here. Godric does not have any healing, I don't believe, by himself. The Hell Pit Abomination has quite a bit of healing at a good rate and just a pretty solid total cap of it. Clan Rats, Wolf Rat Ogres, re-establishing control of the middle objective. Gonna go in and get on the Zargard. The Doom Flayers gonna come in and try and go after Katerin. Throt gonna get in here onto the Zargard as well. Oh, the thing's too horrible to die procs at low health to give him more, and he just barely is able to finish off Gotrek. Even with all the support he had, he only barely was able to make it happen. Gotrek, of course, menace to anything in melee combat in this setting. And with that, I think Kislev is running out of steam here. We're re-establishing control of the center. The Teethbreakers are just laying into the Zargard. Teethbreakers at a cool 2,500 value so far. And the Doomflayers seem to rout Katerin. She is a infantry-sized model, since she's not on anything, and these are one of the best anti-infantry cav that the Skaven have, so that's good to know that they are able to deal with her. A bunch of clan rats just taking up space over here, very good. One of my favorite things about Skaven, just how clan rats and Skaven slaves even more, you just have a bunch of bodies to be in the way for your better stuff. Of course, then it's also amazing to see even a large artillery piece like the Warp Lightning Cannon just take a chunk out of all of your guys. But the weapon teams are pretty immaculate. The Teethbreakers just slaughtering. The Warplock Jezzails, especially the Natty Boobos, pretty good. Not doing much this game, but always pretty excellent. And of course the Avalanche Mortars, probably three of my favorite units in this game. And there's some Winged Lancers here, but some more Winged Lancers over here getting fought by Wolf Rats and Throt and some Rat Ogres, though there is a Snow Leopard in here. And the great surge of Skaven slaves across the field. An amazing thing to have for 500 points, just warp in 500 bodies, send them across. And Skaven slaves, you know, they don't kill anything, but they're like a 10th or like a 5th of this unit's cost, and they're just keeping them there, bottled up, not being more productive. Just so much chaff. Seems we were able to kill most of those Winged Lancers there. The Router is going to take over the job of killing that Snow Leopard, and we're going to get a triple cap on him, I think, just because why not here at the end. Rat Ogres dealing with Winged Lancers. Pretty solid fight. Not as good against the Kislev Warriors. That anti-large looks like they're going to rout the Rat Ogres, of course. Teethbreakers still doing their thing here at about 4,000 gold, which is pretty insane. These guys are really good. They can easily be shut down like most of the weapon teams, but man, if they just let you shoot with them, the DPS is unbelievable. And they're about out of ammo now, so we'll have to desummon them, but about 4k is unreal. And that's looking like it's going to be about it. Nothing to really deal with the amount of rats here, and there's There's still the Natty Bubo sharpshooters. We've got the thing back. Throt's still alive. Teethbreaker's still just mowing down Kislevite warriors as they can't fight the Eshin sorcerer. These guys have had some good work today. Just absolutely messing things up. Zarina got forgotten in the corner of the map, and that's going to be about it. So I hope y'all enjoyed. We'll take a look at some values real quick. Throughout doing all right. The Eshin sorcerer, of course, always pays for itself as the magic user. Thing about paying for itself. Avalanche mortars paying for themselves. Clan rats doing what they can, of course. And then we've got the Skaven slaves did nothing. Warp grinders also didn't do anything, but they did stop him from getting that flank initially. MVP, of course, the Teethbreakers, and besides that, it wasn't too crazy. I have been trying the Doom players more, and I do kind of like them. Warp lightning's, of course, always nice to just kind of shoot at any kind of big target, which is generally the problem I have with Skaven, because the avalanche mortars and the Teethbreakers are just so good at killing infantry. Gotrek coming in clutch, though. He almost 1v1'd that thing, even after getting shot by the Teethbreakers and fighting clan rats. Unbelievable. An absolute machine.